On this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly, Taps and Tenders, Variety Show, and Track and Field. All this and more coming up next. Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm your host, Cameron Evans. The Variety Show has made an appearance again. Marco and Riley cover the details.
The Variety Show is right around the corner with acts ranging from dance groups, bands, acoustic, and more. Mr. Gelsomino gives us a look into how many people are involved.
So this year we had over 90 acts try out, and we ended up taking 30 for the show.
He then explains how the underclassmen can step up.
What I would say is different this year is we have a few more freshmen and sophomore acts. We lost a lot of seniors from last year's show, so it opened up some opportunities for other students to become involved. What's unique about Variety Show is it gives students the opportunity to perform that normally don't get a chance to perform in front of their peers, and it's a really great opportunity to see some of the talents that a lot of these students have.
Hannah Singer, a second-year participant in the Variety Show, explains why she is most excited.
I'm most excited to perform one last time on the Nequa stage because we have the Orxa show a week before, and then this is the last time I really get to perform on it. I think it will be really fun performing as a duo with my sister instead of a solo, just because I get to kind of share the moment with her and not just be by myself.
Make sure to come out to the Variety Show this Friday, February 8th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, February 9th at 2:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. in the Nequa Valley Auditorium. Tickets are $10 and will be available in the rotunda during lunch periods all week at the main building. And for Wildcat Weekly, along with Marco Ravito, I'm Riley Hemingway.
Track and field is one of the longest running sports at Nequa. Xander looks into the longevity of this track season.
Track is one of Nequa's longer sports. Unlike most sports, track is divided into 2 seasons.
We compete indoors from January till the end of March, and then we start our outdoor season in April, and then from April we go until the end of May.
Well, I think most of the sports don't have to worry about where they're going. So when we're indoors, we practice mainly in the hallways, and then when we move outdoors, we move to the track. Where other sports like basketball will probably only be in the basketball court.
The indoor season, it's nice because with indoor conference we get a chance to kind of test our aerobics and just our racing strategies against other teams, and then outdoor we could really put everything together.
For training, it kind of having a long season like this affects us because it gives us time to go through like different stages so we can work on speed and stuff, and we have enough time where the stuff we work on early on can affect us all the way to May.
For our event, being a thrower, we have events that are specifically for outdoors only, so it makes it hard to practice for those events while we're doing the indoor season. And then also once we get into outdoor, the meets last longer because we have more events that we're able to do.
For indoor season, we run more laps for our meets. We're also more injury prone because we run in the halls, and then outdoor season we have to deal with the elements, and there's a lot less laps, but I like outdoor season better.
Good luck on your season, Track, and for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Xander Chamberlain.
Poetry Slam is an event that happens every year. Morgan takes a look into this story.
Last weekend on January 26th, a poetry event called Slamming the Sundown took place here at Nequa. Many teams from many different schools took part in this event as they competed against other teams by performing slam poetry.
Basically it's going to be like, I don't know, maybe a bunch of high school kids, maybe about 100, 150 kids. They're going to come and they're going to either just watch or they're going to perform, and they're going to compete against each other and slam poetry. So there'll be like a 2-part poetry slam where in the morning we're going to have 2 groups that are performing, and we're going to have a writing workshop, and we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to have like the final where the winners go head-to-head against each other.
There are team captains from each school. Soha Khatib and David Mullins are Nequa's team captains and have been taking part in this poetry contest for a few years.
I'm one of the captains for the spoken word team, so my role was to decide which members of the team were going to be on my team or my co-captain's team, because we had to split ourselves up for this event.
I am the captain of the spoken word team along with Soha Khatib, and we are two of the organizers for Slammin' the Sundown, which is being hosted this year at Neuqua.
Neuqua ended up winning the competition thanks to all the great competitors on our school's team. Next month, they get to perform at an event called Waterline in Batavia. Make sure to check it out and support our fellow Wildcats. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Morgan Allen.
There are many student teachers here at Neuqua, but not many know what they do. Rachel takes a look at these individuals.
There are many student teachers here at Neuqua. However, not many people know what goes into student teaching.
Well, you learn a lot. I mean, it's probably the biggest learning opportunity you have in your teaching career in terms of when you're in college and stuff. I like to help others. Specifically, I want to be a PE health teacher because I really enjoy physical activity and health, and I want to help educate students on that subject and just help them live a better, healthier life.
I learned how to have a better relationship with the students and how to manage my time, and also what it takes to be a teacher. You need to plan on time, you need to prep lessons on time and make sure students are engaging in the activities that you're doing.
Lots of challenges arise in the classroom that go along with being a student teacher.
I have like 200-something kids a day, so just learning names and getting to know each student, because I think that's important, but it's definitely tough.
Grading, it's kind of hard because it's like I know what you know, but you're not writing all that for me and you're not asking me questions. So it's really hard getting to know what your students know and don't know, because sometimes they don't tell you or ask you questions.
You're working pretty hard and it's a long day. You get here early, but it's fun and I really enjoy it so far.
If you ever happen to have a student teacher in your class, make sure to treat them as you would any other teacher. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Rachel Stagey.
A new restaurant has opened up around the corner. Mason gives us a taste of what they have to offer.
Tappin' Tenders is a new local restaurant that gives Neuqua students many options of what to eat and whether they want to dine in, carry out, or drive through.
Well, myself and the owner have spent probably 30 years in the restaurant industry between the two of us, working at all sorts of different spots, fast casual, breakfast, Italian kind of places. Owner always kind of had an idea of starting a place. We kind of put our heads together and decided on what wasn't working before at places that we've seen and what was really popular, and this place was born.
This restaurant is all about the quality of the food, making sure it provides the best fresh food for its customers.
Doing everything fresh, which is the big thing. So all of our tenders are hand-breaded right here in the shop. All of our boneless wings are hand-cut, hand-breaded, nothing's frozen. All the burgers that we're doing are not frozen. They're hand-pressed, hand-seasoned to order. No antibiotics, no preservatives, no hormones. Just 100% pure goodness is what it is.
Tappin' Tenders aims to be a friendly environment to Neuqua staff and students.
Part of being neighborly, we're offering a 10% discount to all Neuqua students and faculty, as long as you've got your ID for your meal. Day and night, dine in or takeout. So we expect to see you guys and be an integral part of what's going on.
Make sure to head on over to Tappin' Tenders for great service and amazing food. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Mason Mazurek.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great weekend, Wildcats.